weigh in. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. We are on the final episode of my Get Fit and Tone series. It is week 6. I'm actually just getting ready to go for my first run of the week. It's actually Thursday, and normally I like to get my first run in quite early on in the week, but it's just not happened this week. Sometimes your weeks don't go to plan, but that is absolutely okay. We just need to get it done today. I'm not really feeling it, I'm gonna be honest. You know when you're just like not in the mood? That is me right now, but I know once I get on that run and once I complete it, I'm gonna feel so much better. I've literally woken up with like almost kind of like, I don't know if you can see it, almost like a rash on my forehead. So I'm not gonna put any makeup on, well, obviously to run in, and then when I get back I want to wash my face so I don't have like any sweat on there. Apart from that, this week has been really good. I have had a couple of social events, I'm not gonna lie, but we did have a new low weigh-in today, which I was quite surprised about because I actually went out for lunch for my mum's birthday yesterday and I was thinking, I'm probably not going to see much progress this week. But yeah, we've had a new low weigh-in. I actually feel a little bit bloated today, but I think that's probably from like the extra salt in the food yesterday. But honestly, the last 6 weeks have really just given me a bit of a boost. I felt so motivated and I just feel so good going on holiday next week. I'm just really excited and proud of myself. In this video, I'm going to give you guys an update as to exactly what I've done, where I'm at, what I've achieved, plans going forward. But before we do that, let's get my first run of the week done. Just done 2 rounds of those 4 exercises. I actually really like doing those ones for my runs. They really benefit me, like I can feel a difference, and it's so important to warm up before you run, guys, because otherwise we're gonna get injured. But today's run, I've got to aim for a 5 to 7k run at an RPE of 3. So when it says RPE, it's sort of from 1 to 10, and 1 would be really, really easy, whereas 10 would be extremely difficult. So 3 is quite easy. One thing I've got to focus on this week is a higher cadence. Now, I've never done this before, and I actually didn't really know what a cadence was, but basically your cadence is the amount of steps that you take per minute. So because I'm quite a tall girl at 5'8", I think that's quite tall, isn't it? I basically take longer strides, but that's actually more effort for my body. So I need to take more shorter strides. I'm gonna aim for like a 5k because that's like my nice route. I'm gonna link all my running stuff below because I get so many messages about like this vest. And by the way, I don't own commission on this, I just want to help you guys. But do you know what? I actually wouldn't wear this vest. It's only because I want to carry my phone because of music and stuff. And then glasses, these are from Amazon. They were really cheap. I think, were they like £15, babe?
20 quid.
20 quid, whereas Oakley's are like £200, which I think is just insane.
It represents a £279.
Oh no.
They're exactly the same shape.
Kieran's coming with me. Last time didn't go too well because he just wants to sprint off and get his fastest time every single run.
No, I know.
Which obviously is not what I do, and it's not the best way to train, guys. Do you know what? Speed isn't actually all it, and I'm really learning that. I think when I thought of running before January, it was just being really out of breath and hating it. That for me is just so unenjoyable. Whereas if I could just go and have like a nice jog and just enjoy the scenery and not feel out of breath and just feel like I can keep on continuing, that for me is enjoyable. Are you doing what I'm doing today?
I'll just run. Well, it depends what you're doing. You said you're doing a 5k.
Yeah, I'm doing 5k, but I've got to focus on higher cadence, so that's like more steps.
Little steps.
So basically, I've got to take more steps per minute.
How do you know you're doing that?
Well, that's what I can't work out because basically on your Apple Watch, when you've like finished a run, it will show you what your cadence is. So I need to get up to 150 to 160 cadence, and I looked at my last run and I went quite, like for me, I went quite fast for that run. I only got 139. But
exactly. So you got to do slower.
yeah, so slower. No, not slower, but more steps.
Yeah, that's going to be slower. So for instance, if I was to run at my pace, it's bigger stride, so it's quicker. Whereas when I'm at your pace, it's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Anyway,
so maybe
we're going to try it. I'm just going to do a little bit of dynamic warm up and then we'll go down.
So I'm going to go for 5k run. I was taking a rest for a minute in the ice bath, and that normally helps. But I did legs last night, late in the evening, sometime.
1k, feeling good. It's actually so weird. Trying to do more steps doesn't feel right. 2k, coming at just over 6 minutes per kilometre, so not that bad. 3k, does anybody else's mouth go so foamy? Run complete. Sorry, did I just get 153 cadence? Woo! I did it. I actually have no idea how I've just managed that, because I was thinking to myself, it feels a bit different, but I bet I'm nowhere near 150 to 160. Got 153! Oh, see, it's such a sense of achievement. When you do something and run it, I don't get it. I feel good now, but do you know what? You know when your stomach feels a bit iffy and you're like, am I going to poo myself? That definitely happened. So I kind of stopped at 5.5k because I thought if I go any further, I'm going to need to run to the toilet. Back from my run, the only place I'm going is...
I bet you won't get in.
Is it really cold?
No, I love it, but I know what you're like.
I don't think I'm ready.
Go on, you're
No,
right.
this is going to feel good because it's almost going to be like a mini ice bath.
Yeah, exactly. You've just been pounding the joints for the last 30 minutes.
Okay. Why is it so hard? You're making me feel like it's colder than it is.
You're going to get in there and then you're going to go, that's actually not a bad one, guaranteed.
One step at a time. I actually can never do an ice bath. Oh, it's so cold.
Catch your breath, it's not cold though. Well, okay, what I'll do at the weekend, I'm going to hoover it.
It is nearly 12 o'clock and I've not had my breakfast yet, but I had a bagel before I ran, obviously, as like a pre-workout. However, I've not quite had my breakfast. And my favourite breakfast throughout this 6-week diet has been overnight oats. So I'm actually going to make these, then I'm going to shower whilst they kind of soak up all the liquid, and then they should be good to eat. Kieran and I have been making a new flavour as well. You've requested some, haven't you, because it's that good. Is it your favourite flavour?
Lemons. Why are you naked?
I'm not naked, I've got my swimming costume on, but I'm going to make it and then shower. So we're going to make lemon curd flavoured overnight oats.
We stole that recipe, didn't we?
Yeah, it's actually, basically, Kieran gets his meal preps and one of the recipes are like these overnight oats, but they are really high in sugar, so, and they're not that high in protein, are they?
The only reason they're high in sugar is because he does a proper, like, they're called lemon crumble, aren't they? Lemon crumble overnight oats, and the only reason they're high is because he puts like a proper crumble crumb on it. So he uses flour, sugar and that. Don't get me wrong, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's really good.
But we want high protein, we want lower carb, and we want low sugars.
To make these, we're going to need oats, milk, lemon curd, yoghurt, chia seeds, and protein powder. This is my favourite protein powder, you guys know. All you do is add some lemon curd to the bottom of the jar, then you mix everything else together, including lemon juice and lemon zest, and then you just leave it to soak up all the mixture in the fridge. And there we've got the lemony oat mixture. Now I just need to add the lemon curd to the jar. And now these can be left in the fridge to set. Guys, this tastes so good. The consistency is dreamy. Such an easy way to get your protein in. Also so good for meal prepping for work. I'm actually just putting on a little bit of makeup so I feel alive. I've had a shower because if I don't shower after a run, I do find that my skin gets a bit spotty, obviously where you're sweating. My favourite combination at the moment, this is like a YSL glowy balm and then the Drunk Elephant bronzing drops. These are so good. And I just combine them together Oh, it just spat out. And yeah, it just makes like a really nice base. Anyways, I thought we could get ready and just chat about exactly what I've done over the last 6 weeks and how I've lost 4 kilos without even feeling like I've been on a diet. And I can honestly say there's not been one point in over the whole 6 weeks where I felt hungry. And I think a lot of people associate dieting with hunger and feeling like you can't go out, you can't enjoy yourself. But I've gone out and I've enjoyed myself and I've not once felt hungry. So there are definitely a few reasons for this. The first one is because I've eaten a high protein diet, and this is why I can never understand how people do Weight Watchers or Slimming Worlds. They don't focus on protein at all, and they just set you calories, I think, or set you certain meals or whatever. But within that, because you're not eating a high protein diet, you're going to get so hungry. And it's the same as when people say, oh, I'm just going to eat 1200 calories a day. No, you're going to be absolutely starving, especially if you're not focusing on protein. And then secondly, I haven't dropped my calories super low. And again, when you diet, you don't need to drop your calories super low. The best thing to do when you actually start a diet is to start as high as possible, so that if you need to drop your calories, say if you plateaued in, 2 or 3 weeks or whatever, you can drop them. Whereas if you start really low and then you plateau and you have to drop them, you're going to have to drop them really low, and that's when it's going to be unsustainable. So over the last 6 weeks, I've eaten 1,855 calories every single day and 140 grams of protein. This is completely specific to me though, because everybody's bodies are different, and even if you had like the same weight and height as me, doesn't mean you'd be on the same calories. It's really important not to just take exactly what I'm saying and try and do it for yourself, because it might not work. And I've actually not changed my calories once because I've seen progress. The only reason you need to change your calories is if, you feel like you need to change it to see more progress. But I've seen progress and I've really got to where I wanted to be. I was actually trying on some shorts, not yesterday, but the day before, because I'm going away on holiday. And guys, they are massive on me. I'm gonna have to show you. So when I wore these was at Christmas. I wore them on Christmas Eve. This is actually a skirt, so it's not quite shorts, but sorry, what? How is that big? I can't even wear it. It's that big. I would like to sit here and tell you guys that I've tracked 7 days a week, but some weeks, honestly, I might have tracked 5 or 6, but it's the consistency that pays off, because even when I haven't tracked, it doesn't mean that I've thrown in the towel and I've completely eaten over my macros and calories. I've had a good understanding of the calories that I have, and I've just tried to kind of guesstimate in my head or make the best choices. And I think that, again, is where quite a lot of people can go wrong, because they have social events and they just completely throw in, everything that they were doing, go over calories, and then, expect to make progress that week when they definitely won't. So it's just about being really mindful and just having a really good awareness of the calories that you're on. When I've had social events, I've just not been a dick about it. I've actually tried to make the best drink choices, save some calories, move a little bit more. And it honestly is as simple as that. I feel, it does definitely get overcomplicated, and it's really not complicated. It just needs to be simplified. As you guys know, one thing I've also done is increase my energy output each week. So instead of doing 1 run a week, which I was doing from like January to June, I've now gone on 2 runs a week. And 100% has that increase in activity helped, and it's obviously added cardio. By increasing your energy expenditure over the week, you're putting yourself in a bigger deficit. And I think that's massively helped in terms of my results and also my physique, guys, because my body looks a lot different. I definitely feel like my legs look so much leaner, and I've never really had that so much before. When I've dieted in the past and I've not been running, I haven't got the physique that I've got now. And I actually noticed it in the gym the other day, because I was doing pull-ups. I'll put the video here. I was trying to do pull-ups because before I had my boob job, I could do say 10 pull-ups in a row, and now I can do 2. I mean, I've not been practicing them, so that's definitely why, but it feels weird, so I don't. But I tried the other day and yeah, you can really see my hamstrings pop. Before it got sort of warmish in the UK as well, and over the winter, I really struggled to get my steps in because you kind of have to drive everywhere where I live. But since starting this, again, I've tried to get 8K a day in. I know some people aim for 10, but for me, some days that's just really, really hard, especially when I'm at my computer all day. So I'll just set myself a target of 8K, but because that's a bit more than what I've been doing, it again helps massively. And then I've of course been weight training still because I want to have a nice toned physique and I don't want to lose my bum. And when people start running, I think they think that you're going to lose like all the muscle mass that you've built, and you definitely won't as long as you keep pushing yourself in the gym. And I've always said to myself that I want to keep on doing that. But I'm actually currently training legs twice a week and upper body once a week. It's quite a nice split, and I'm still targeting my legs twice a week, which has helped massively again with maintaining muscle. I got a new lip liner this week. It's Huda Beauty and it's the honey beige one. I literally love this colour. It is so nice. I just wanted something that was a bit more browny, and it definitely is that. And finally, something that's really helped with me seeing the progress that I have is keeping myself accountable, not only to you guys, but also to myself every week. Every week I've taken progress photos, I've weighed myself sort of 4 to 5 times a week. And by doing that, I know where I'm at, and it's really easy some weeks to be like, oh no, I've had a bad week, I'm not gonna take photos, or I'm not gonna weigh myself. But by doing that, you're actually not keeping yourself accountable, and that won't help with your progress. So you've got to keep yourself accountable, even if it's just taking photos, keep them in a folder in your phone. You don't necessarily have to send them to someone. Keep yourself accountable, because then you'll also be able to see progress. Not always will you see progress in the scale, but you can see progress in your photos, and it is the most motivating thing when you see that change. Also, look at my lips. I don't know, I just think it's a really nice colour. What do we think? I'm just on my way to the shop now because I've realised I've got nothing in the fridge. I've been so busy this week that I just literally haven't had time to do another food shop. Normally I actually do around 2 food shops a week. I don't know if that's excessive, but I only plan for maybe say 3 days at a time. And then on the 4th day, it's kind of a bit of a push, and I'm just, yeah, putting things together that are just in my fridge. But I like to be prepared. I think being prepared is also the key to seeing progress, because when you're in a rush or when you're busy, you can just grab something from the fridge and it's there. Whereas if you go to grab something and it's not there, you're just gonna snack on rubbish. And I think, yeah, that's where things can definitely go wrong. So I've made a bit of a plan. I've chose a couple of new recipes that I want to cook, and we've also got a pizza oven now. We've used it a couple of times and been very unsuccessful. I don't know why. I'm just not very good at making fresh pizzas. I really wish I was. Pizza is my favourite food, but we just cannot get it right. So I'm determined this weekend, because it's going to be 29 degrees, that I'm going to get it right. And I've just asked my friend for a good recipe. So I'm going to follow her recipe, and if it goes wrong, I'm going to blame her. So yeah. Guys, I think we sold out the ranch dressing. This food shop came to just over £60, but I reckon I've got enough food for like the next 3 to 4 days, and we're also doing a pizza night. So I did buy extras. I don't think that's too bad. I am absolutely starving. I'm gonna make lunch. One thing I've made sure that I've done on this 6-week diet as well is just include all of my favourite foods. Guys, I've literally not missed out on anything, and if I'm craving something, or say if I'm, so like today, I really fancied a McDonald's crispy chicken wrap, like a sweet chili one. It's my favourite thing, it's so good. But instead of going to McDonald's and buying one that's really high in fat, low in protein, and obviously not that great for you, and it's gonna make you feel not so good, I'm just gonna make my own, and it's gonna be low in calorie, but also higher in protein, so it's gonna be more macro friendly, especially if you're tracking your macros. So these are the ingredients that you need. I am cheating, not gonna lie, but I can't be bothered to make my own breaded chicken, but you can obviously. I've just bought this. It's not actually too bad, you know. Lightly dusted chicken breast fillets. So per half a pack, 300 calories, but there is also protein, 26 grams of protein, and it's already done. So I'm just gonna chuck that in the air fryer, and then we'll make the wrap. To make this also slightly better for you compared to McDonald's, I picked up these wraps. Now, my sister actually showed me these a couple of weeks ago, but basically they've got no bad ingredients in them and they're really quite simple. In it is durum, wheat semolina, water and olive oil. That's it. Whereas compared to a normal wrap, there are so many ingredients, so many different ingredients. So this should definitely be much better for you as well. We've got cucumber, mayo, lettuce and the chicken, and then some sweet chili. I've got this one, which is reduced sugar as well. I've actually just realised on the back of this packet as well, it gives you air fryer instructions. That's mad. Air fryer instructions, since when have you had that? Actually, you would really like these wraps, babe.
I haven't heard of it.
Did you?
They're the ones you have, right?
Yeah, look. You've got wheat, water, olive oil and salt.
Yeah, perfect.
But the only
4 or
thing...
5 ingredients. How many ingredients?
4. But the only thing with these, they are slightly high calorie, but that's fine. But you do have to heat them in a frying pan for like 1 minute each side, so. Okay, now we've got our wrap. I'm gonna add some mayo, sweet chili, lettuce and cucumber, then the cooked chicken. Oh. And I like to mix them together. Then we're gonna add a little bit of lettuce and some cucumber. We have our cooked chicken bits. Guys, these look really good. Oh.
Right.
I'm so excited to eat this. Oh my goodness. I'm not gonna lie, because this is more of a flatbread, it doesn't really roll that well, but. Wow. I swear this weather at the moment in the UK is bipolar, because this morning I was in the swimming pool thinking I could sit outside and sunbathe, and now it's pouring down with rain. What on earth? Anyways, guys, I thought this would be the perfect time to actually speak about what I'm gonna do after my holiday. This week is gonna be, well, until sort of Sunday, I'm just gonna continue tracking my macros and calories really until I go away, to be honest. I go away next week. And then, yeah, when I go away, I'm not gonna think about a calorie because I just wanna enjoy myself. And if I'm completely honest, this holiday that I'm going on happens every year with my close friends, and it's just a time for us to completely switch off. Like, no one really goes on their phones or anything like that, and we just, yeah, we spend the whole weekend on the beach and it's just so fun. So I'm gonna completely switch off, not think about anything fitness related, which sometimes you just really need. And I always feel like I come back from this holiday actually needing another holiday because I'm so hungover and I just feel so tired. But mentally it is, yeah, something that I really look forward to every single year. And when I get back, my plan is just to get back tracking my macros and calories. I'm not going to go back to being in a deficit at all. I just want to eat to maintenance, but I'm actually going to try and still track my calories, you know, because tracking your macros and calories makes you eat so much better. And because I'm really focusing now on improving my running and my strength and my speed and everything like that, I need to ensure that I'm fueling my body correctly. And to do that, I need to obviously, yeah, have an idea of what I'm eating. I'm also really liking where I'm at in terms of my physique. I don't think that what I've achieved is not that unmaintainable because I've only been doing it for around 6 weeks. Like, I'm not super lean. I can definitely maintain this. So I want to see what I can sort of do moving forward. Most importantly, I just want to stay motivated, and I just want to and I just really want to enjoy it because I've really had a good time over the last 6 weeks. Yeah, I feel like this has just sort of given me exactly what I wanted. I hope this series has really helped you guys in regards to how you can tone up and lose fat. I don't think running is essential. You don't have to run. You can just do walking if you really like if you don't enjoy running. But combining running and weight training is a whole nother sport. At the beginning, I really did suffer with IT band syndrome and pain, but now I've sort of been doing quite a lot of rehab and strength and conditioning work that's actually completely gone now, and I feel great. But yeah, it's just a case of sort of doing the right things, and like anything, you just got to be consistent, do your best every single week, because that's all you really can do. Next week, I think I'm going to do a pack with me / get ready with me video for holiday, because I'm going away. I need to get my nails done. Nails are so bad, they're so overgrown. But you know, when you're waiting to go on holiday, that's exactly what I've been waiting for. My toes, I don't even want to speak about those. I'm actually not the kind of girl to get loads of beauty treatments or anything like that. It's literally just my nails and my toes. That's it. But I want to do a bit of a pack with me, show you guys some of the stuff that I've bought. I have been in a little bit of a shopping era recently. I feel like I order a lot, but a lot goes back. But I have got quite a few new bits that I want to show you guys. And yeah, we can just get ready for holiday together. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you have any questions about my journey or anything that you want help with, please comment below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Bye, guys.